Welcome, guys. It's really nice to tap in with some of you after a while and have regulars back the second week. We had a pretty cool session with Shan and Damo last week, which was nice. I said it to Shan, but I loved what Damo said, and I feel like yoga is this practice for me where when it's been a time and maybe you haven't had physical movement as frequent or as regular in your life, or even visiting yoga again, it is like when you've moved your body and connected with it in this way, slowly, consciously, it is like coming back to an old friend. And so I wanted to bring that warmth and that kind of solace that we have when we connect in with our bodies and in with ourselves. That this practice can foster that and can feel like that. Um, so I invite that into this practice, into the intention that you set for yourself, that bringing yourself in is like igniting that friendship again. Goodness, such goodness. So when you're ready, guys, let's center ourselves with our breath. It's like a connected warm up before we even start to do our vinyasa and our flow. So take a deep breath in through the nose. Maybe move your shoulders a little bit here, creating some gentle movement. Taking your breaths a little deeper, feeling the expanse all the way from the bottom of your ribs. We're going to put our hands just on our backs, like so, just so we feel the bottom of our rib cage. And when we breathe in, we want to feel the expansion from the back here. It's quite deep. So let all the air out. Inhale with me slowly. Focusing on that back expansion, the belly expanding. Exhale through the nose and feel the decrease in the ribs. Inhale deeply, lengthening your breath. Ujjayi breathing, exhale through the nose. Maybe squeezing your pelvic floor at the bottom. Inhale. Pausing at the top. Maybe even suck that air in a little more if you can as you hold your breath. And then exhale slowly through the nose. I find that movement, that shrinking, so calming. Inhale. And exhale. Gently release your hands to your knees or your thighs. And I invite you to close your eyes here as we breathe. Let it out through the mouth. Let's do a breath count together for our pranayama. We're going to inhale for 6 and exhale for 6 and pause at the top and the bottom. And then I'll invite you to have your own time as you count your breath slowly, connecting in, allowing space to happen and let go of your day. So on your next exhale, let all the air out, holding your breath at the bottom. Inhale for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Take your own count now, inhaling to 6, holding at the top, and exhaling for 6, holding at the bottom. Just 3 more cycles of breath. At the bottom of your next exhale, let go of the pause or the hold, and just return back to natural breathing. Continuing with Ujjayi breath, that hot yogic breath at the back of the nose and the throat, like you're fogging a mirror. I invite you to bring your hands to your heart center for this practice, taking time for your intention, coming back to yourself like sitting down with an old friend. And gently release your hands and open your eyes, letting back in the light, soften your gaze. And when you're ready, inhale, reach up to the ceiling. Continue with that Ujjayi breath. On your exhale, take the right hand down, lean over to your right. Lengthen through the left side of the body. Straighten the arm, rotate your wrist around. Changing direction with your wrist. You can hear my wrist clicking. And with the strength of your core, inhale, lift up both hands. Exhale to the other side, nice and slow. Inhaling, rotating the wrist around, changing direction. And with the strength of your core, squeeze your pelvic floor, lift. Feel your back and your torso work for you. Exhale, fold forward, gently supporting yourself with your hands, your elbows, or taking your forehead towards the ground, keeping your sit bones in the mat. Take some gentle breaths, and on your next inhale, lift halfway up to your hands. Flatten your back, pull your chest forward, lifting your heart. Exhale over to the other side and fold. Taking your face down to your knee, doesn't matter what side. Feel a gentle twist in the spine as you twist a little further. And on the next inhale, lift up halfway back to center. Exhale to the other side. Using that inhale to kind of expand the back of the ribs like we did in the beginning. Feeling that stretch in the lower back and the hip. Inhale back to center. Lifting up, walk your hands in. Roll the shoulders a few times. And then drop the chin, stretching through the back of the neck. Rolling it over to your right. Take your left arm and bring it behind your back so that you have it in this position, like so. Stretching across the shoulder, across the neck. And just breathe here, maybe rolling your head forward or gently backwards as you extend through the shoulder and the neck. And release the arm, roll the head back to center as you inhale. On the exhale, take the right arm behind you, dropping your head over to the left. Letting go of that tension that you hold as you work at your desk, or picking up your children, driving your car. This is your time to take care of your body. And gently release the arm. Just take your hands to your shoulders and rotate the elbows, a little bit more extension in the movement. Feeling your chest open, change direction. Taking it a little slower just to prepare the body for our vinyasa, because vinyasa we shall. Bringing your hands together, cross the fingers and roll out the wrists together. Just rounding them in one direction, then the other. I already feel much warmer. Jumper's coming off. I'm cold Central Coast where I am. Jumper gone. All right, when you're ready, let's find downward facing dog. Take yourself there. We're going to take 10 breaths in downward dog, really to feel the position and the alignment. So when you're ready, I like to come into a full plank. Your index fingers pointing to the top of your mat. Just feel yourself in a full plank. Squeeze your thighs together. Feet are hip width apart. Wrists are under shoulders. Push the shoulders back away from the ears and create external rotation in the hands. And your hands stay like that. As you exhale, lift the hips and push back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Feel free to take a few pedals of the heels, taking one heel down first, and then the other as we lengthen through the hamstrings. Take a deep breath in, sigh it out through the mouth. Okay, alignment time. So your hands have that external rotation, which allows the shoulders to kind of draw inwards and then push back through the hands, draw the shoulders away from your ears, plugging them into the glenohumeral joint. Ooh, fancy word. Into that shoulder socket. So push it in there. And then bend the knees. If you feel like your tailbone is curving, you want to keep your tailbone lifted a little bit more to like a cow pose without such a big extension of the spine. So you want your tailbone to lift to the ceiling. And I find that it's helpful if your knees are slightly bent, because when your hamstrings are tight, what happens, if you see in the image here on the screen, your tailbone tends to curl. Whereas if your knees are bent, you can lift your tailbone higher to the ceiling to get length in the spine, pushing back through your hands. Get a lot more pull down towards your mat. And then you can relax your heels. Take a few more breaths. I think you've been holding this for 10 breaths, hey? Beautiful. Come onto your toes, look between the hands, bend the knees a little more like you are thinking of jumping forward, but then just walk your toes, coming up onto your fingers as you walk your feet to the front in between your hands. Inhale for Ardha Uttanasana, flat back, halfway lift, hands to shins or ankles, but keep that chest lifted. Lengthen through the crown of the head as you breathe. My hamstrings are tight, so I'm just happy to lift above my knees and lengthen that spine to create breath, warming up those hemis. Bend the knees, exhale, forward fold, taking your lower ribs to your thighs. So if you need to bend a little more to get your ribs there, then do so. Relaxing your hands down like a raggy doll, flopping the head. Keep your ribs there. If your ribs can stay there, straighten the legs to get that deeper stretch through the hamstrings as we warm up. Bend the knees a little more, roll the spine slowly, vertebra by vertebra, as you reach up to the ceiling. Inhale, lengthen, and reach tall. And take your hands down by your sides, Tadasana, mountain pose. Let's start with Surya A. Feet can stay hip width apart, or toes can come together, your choice. Lengthen your spine, tall through the crown of the head. Roll the shoulders back and down and engage your thighs and your glutes, squeezing the legs together, lifting the kneecaps, turn your thighs on, and at the same time pull your legs away from each other to engage the glutes and the hips. Actively point your fingertips down to the ground, standing tall like a mountain. You are your mountain. Surya A, let's begin. Let all the air out. Exhale. Inhale with me. Urdhva Namaskarasana, reach up. Exhale, folding forward to Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift to Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Bend the knees, place the hands for plank. Exhale and hold your plank here. Good. Inhale in plank. Exhale, drop the knees and take your chest halfway down, bringing your elbows close to the body and shoulders drawing away from the ears. Drop your belly, take your elbows under your shoulders for baby cobra, and pull against the elbows as you lift your chest. Inhaling here and exhaling here. Take a moment. Take your chest down. Bring your hands beside your chest. On your next inhale, let's lift to an Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. So you've got the options here to keep the thighs on the ground, keep the elbows bent for a cobra pose, as long as your shoulders push away from the ears, or push up through the hands if you've got the bend. Lift the kneecaps off the mat, lift your thighs off the mat into a full back extension. Upward facing dog. Whew. Take the knees to the ground, push back, curl the toes under, and on the exhale, lift the hips for Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Inhale with me when you're ready. Exhale, soften the body as you push back. Inhale deeply. Exhale smoothly. Ujjayi breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Prepare. Inhale, come to toes, look forward. And exhale, step, jump, or hop the feet to the top. Inhale, Adho Uttanasana, flat back. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Bend the knees, rolling up. Inhale, Urdhva Namaskarasana. Exhale, Tadasana. Rolling into set 2. Same thing. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold to Uttanasana. Inhale, Adho Uttanasana. To your plank, exhale, holding your plank here. We breathe in for plank. Inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga. You can keep the knees lifted if you want. Come to halfway. And then with the strength of your triceps and shoulders, lift up. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Upward facing dog. On the next exhale, lift the hips. Push back to downward facing dog. Inhale with me. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Prepare. Inhale, come to your toes, look forward. Bend the knees. Exhale, step, jump, or hop the feet forward. Inhale, Adho Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Roll the spine up. Inhale, reach to the sky, Urdhva Namaskarasana. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain. Set 3, let's go. Inhale, reach up, Urdhva Namaskarasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, a little faster. Inhale, Adho Uttanasana. Exhale to plank and hold the plank. Inhaling here. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha for 3 breaths. Inhale. And exhale, soften as you push back. Inhale. And exhale. Prepare. Inhale. And exhale, come forward. Inhale, Adho Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rolling up, reach to the sky. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale here, Surya B. Exhale, take your fingertips down to your heels, squatting. Good. Inhale, lift your arms up, torso lifts for Utkatasana, bar stool pose. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. You know this part of the flow. Inhale, Adho Uttanasana. Exhale for plank. Hold the plank. We're going to play with the plank. Yeah, we are. Inhale here. On the exhale, lift the right foot. 3-legged plank. Option if this is too much is to take the left knee down to a low plank while keeping that foot lifted. Your choice. Now it gets funky. We're going to take the right hand underneath our chest rather than our shoulder. So bring it more center. And we're going to come to the left fingertips. We're just practicing with the strength. Feel your core turn on. And then see if you can take your left hand up for a two-legged plank as you balance here. Then take the left hand down, move the right hand across, come back to full plank by taking your foot down, and come into Chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. That was a warm-up. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Good. Inhale, raise the right leg for three-legged dog. Three-legged. We go from 4 to 3 to 2. Breathe here. Feeling that stretch through the left hamstring. Straighten your right leg. Even spread your toes. Create space there. Breathe. Whew. Nice. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, place the right foot in between your hands and drop your back knee to low lunge. Lift on up. Inhale, low lunge warrior. Reach up. Lengthen through the left hip flexor. And just breathe here, feeling that length all the way through the body. Look up to the ceiling, open the arms, embracing your evening. Exhale, take your hands down and step back for your Chaturanga or go to downward facing dog. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bring the feet together and raise the left leg up, three-legged dog. Few breaths here as we lengthen the body. Straighten the left leg, spread those toes. Squeeze your pelvic floor to stabilize and engage your core. Look between the hands. Inhale first. Exhale, take the left foot in between and drop the back knee for low lunge. Inhale, rise up. Nice. Lengthen through the right hip flexor. If you can, lunge a little deeper, but keep that push through the right foot. Don't just sag the hips. Keep it engaged. Keep the glute engaged. Oh yeah, feels good. Open the arms. And exhale, take your hands down. Step back for Chaturanga or downward dog. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, Ujjayi breathing, push back. Inhale deeply. Exhale, external rotation of those hands. Inhale, prepare to your toes. Look forward, bend the knees. And on the exhale, step, jump, or hop the feet forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Uttanasana, fold. And sitting in your chair. Inhale, reach up for Utkatasana. Exhale, Tadasana. And on the same movement, we squat down into the chair. Good. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step back for plank and hold the plank. You know what's coming. That really fun balance here. Woohoo! So last time, it was the right leg lifted. So get your hands under your wrists, wide fingers, external rotation of those shoulders, and the shoulders drawing away from the ears. Squeeze your pelvic floor and lift the left leg up. Oh, this one's going to be hard, I think. Come to your right fingertips. Oh, first move your left hand a little more center. Oh, this side. When you're ready, see if you can balance, taking your right arm up. Lengthen both legs strong to help you balance. And then take your right hand down, left hand back under the shoulder, and left leg down to the floor. Chaturanga, exhale. Woo! Inhale, lift up, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, downward facing dog, bring the feet together. Inhale, raise the right leg. And this time, step it through for high lunge. So full lunge. Inhale, lift up, high lunge warrior. Beautiful. Strengthen that back leg. And see if you can lunge a little deeper, making sure that knee is over your ankle, in line with that second and third toe. Bring your hands to your heart center, just to relax the shoulders a little. Bring yourself into a bit more of a catch your breath zone. Breathe, sink a little deeper with me. Woo! Pushing up through that foot as you sink, rather than collapsing on the hip. We want to engage the hip muscles. When you're ready, take it down for chaturanga or downward dog. Exhale. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bring the feet together. Inhale with the left leg up. Exhale, bring it through to full lunge. Keep the back heel lifted. And inhale, lift up for warrior one. Breathe here. And then take your hands to your heart center. Release the shoulders. Lunge a little deeper. Strengthen that back leg. Keep it straight and strong. And keep pushing into that left foot. Knee is aligned with that second and third toe. Lift your core. Feel your chest lift. Squeeze your mula bandha, your pelvic floor. You've got this, guys. Woo. And exhale. Take the hands down. Chaturanga or downward facing dog. Nice. Inhale, lift. Exhale, downward dog for 3 beautiful breaths. Inhale deeply. External rotation of the arms. Exhale, push back and lift your tailbone. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, prepare. Bend the knees. Exhale, step, jump or hop the feet forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Sinking into your chair. Inhale for Utkatasana. Exhale, Tadasana. Last flow, sink into the chair. Inhale for Utkatasana. Exhale to plank and hold the plank. All right, what are we going to do here? Inhale here. Exhale, take the right hand to your center and pivot, coming onto the right side of your feet, the side plank. Push up through the hands, squeeze your core, and lift your left arm up. To support yourself further, everybody join me, take your left foot in front of your body and lift the hips, because this is an amazing stretch for your hips and your glutes. So feel that kind of bend and stretch here as you lift up. Breathe and look to the fingertips above you. Push back through that right hand, shoulders drawing away from the ear. Nice. Option is to stay here, otherwise take the left foot, control it as you stack it back on to your right foot. If you want to go further with me, take the left foot up so that your left leg is lifted. Straighten the legs. Exhale, take your left hand down to the mat, pivot back to full plank. Oh yeah. Other side, yes. Left hand comes to the center. Roll onto the outer edge of the left foot. Of course, you can just rest on your mat. Otherwise, take the right foot in front of the body and lift up through that hip, stretching through the glute. Oh yeah, look up to the ceiling. I feel such a difference on this side. Woo. Breathe, stretch through that right glute, that hip. And then take the right foot if you wish, stack it back onto the left foot side plank. Option, extend and lift the right leg. Like a star. You are a star. Then pivot, take your right hand down, come back to full plank. Oh yeah. Option for chaturanga or downward facing dog. Exhale. Inhale for Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bring the feet together. Inhale, raise the right leg up. Exhale, bring it through for high lunge. Inhale, lift up. We're not going to hold it. Virabhadrasana 1. And then just slowly control, take it down. Chaturanga or downward dog. Exhale. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bring the feet together. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, bring it through for high lunge, nice and slow. Inhale, lift up. And slowly exhale, take it down. Chaturanga or downward dog. Inhale for upward dog. Exhale, downward dog for 3 beautiful breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, step, jump or hop the feet forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Sinking into your chair. Inhale, lift the torso, Utkatasana. Exhale, Tadasana, and hold your mountain here. Engage, squeeze, pull the legs away, lift through the crown of the head, and actively take your fingers down towards the ground. Breathe. Let it out through the mouth like a sigh. Just feeling that presentness in your body. That conscious effort. The control, yet the freedom to flow and move and play. Okay, if you need a drink or a wipe, feel free to do so. I haven't got water. Chrissy, could you get me a drink, please? Oh, I have like room service. Thank you. I usually am very organized, but I'm not tonight. Thanks, Chris. All right. While we're waiting, if you're with me, come to the center of your mat or the top of your mat. Doesn't matter where you are, so that you're with me. Thanks, Chrissy. Let's come into a little pause while we're nice and warm for Vrikshasana, tree pose. Beautiful. Ah, so much talking. All right, so standing tall. Bring your feet together. Lift the kneecaps, squeeze the thighs together, and squeeze your Mula Bandha, your pelvic floor. That is the base of your core muscles. It holds all your organs in. So we want to work that. So squeeze it at 100%. No one can see you squeezing it. I'm trying to squeeze mine and talk. Such a cool thing. So squeeze it at 100%. Hold it here as you breathe. Now let it out at 50% squeeze, 50% engagement of the pelvic floor. Take it to 25% engagement. Like I have to think about it. And then release it completely. Let's try that again. Squeeze your pelvic floor, the Mula Bandha, as strong as you can. Engage. 50%. Looks like you're trying to not drop all your pennies, right? 25%. So conscious. And let it go. 0% hold. One more time. This is fun. Have you ever held your pelvic floor on Zoom like this before? Squeeze 100%. 50%. 25% engagement, and keep it at 25% as you lift your right leg up in front of you. Now this engagement, 25% pelvic floor, is what we kind of call on as you practice yoga, because that is the engagement of your core to kind of get all of those other smaller muscles, your transverse abdominis, engaged. And it's a great practice when you're sitting at your desk or driving every day. So holding that 25% engagement or more, if that feels more stabilizing for this balance, Take your right ankle with your hands, lift tall. We're going to try and lift this leg out in front of us as we balance. Feel free to have a chair if that helps, and hold onto the outer edge of your foot with both hands. Lengthen the spine. I've got a little bit more flexibility in my hips possibly than you, but we want to lift that leg high like a pigeon pose. If you're just here and this is painful, just hold it here. Meanwhile, your pelvic floor is engaged and your left leg is burning. Lift that leg high, push your outer edge of your foot into your hands as you lengthen your spine tall. Oh yeah, funky standing pigeon. And then take that right foot inside to tree pose, squeezing the foot against your upper thigh, above your knee, or into your shin, below the knee. So take your tree, keep your pelvic floor, keep your pelvic floor engaged. And as you squeeze that foot into the thigh, curl your pelvis under, lengthen through the spine, bring your hands to your heart center, Vrikshasana. Tree pose. Find that gaze point. Engage the Mula Bandha. And on your next exhale, if you wish, lift your branches tall, lifting up to the ceiling with a smile. Wednesday night flowing together, connecting in with yourself, regardless of how tired or stressed you may be. On the exhale, side out, take your hands down, bring them to your hips, your waist. Take that right leg out in front of you, bent, and on the next exhale, kick it out in front, holding it, bringing your toes up towards your face. Lengthen through that left leg if you haven't died yet. And then on the next exhale, lower it down. Let go of your pelvic floor and just shake out the leg. Rotate that left ankle around. Just let the blood flow back in. Maybe give it a good shake. I think it totally went dead for me. When you're ready, bring your legs back together. On the next exhale, 100% squeeze your pelvic floor, Mula Bandha. 100%. 100%. I even feel like I have to scrunch my face. Release it to 50% hold. 25%. And then raise the left leg up. Great. Exhale, take the outer edge of the left foot in both hands as you lift your chest tall. Roll the shoulders back and down. Straighten that right leg as you balance. Gripping the mat with your toes and lift that heel up, drawing it towards your body, wherever it is. If it's down here and you're squeezing in, great. Just where you are and what you're capable of. Holding a chair or a wall is great. Breathe. Mula Bandha. All the things. Next exhale, relax the foot down, squeezing it into your right leg. Nice. Taking your hands to your hips, rolling the shoulders back and down. Strengthen and lengthen the right leg. And bring your hands to your heart center for Vrikshasana. Breathe. And on the next exhale, lift the hands up, stretching your branches tall. The tree pose. Ujjayi breathing. 25% core pelvic floor engagement. Exhale, take the hands down, side out. Hands coming to waist or hips. And take the left leg bent out in front of you. Inhaling first, lengthen, and then exhale. Use the strength of that leg to kick it out in front of you. Feet coming towards you. Wonder if I've got paint under my foot, guys. Can you tell? I tried to scrub it in the shower. And then on the next exhale, squeeze with your pelvic floor. Take the leg down slowly. And then let it go. Drop your pennies as you shake your leg out. Yeah, don't drop all of them. You know, keep some in there. Come to your top of your mat. Let's start Surya Namaskara C, our playful flow. You can tell that we're working on core tonight, so expect some of that in our flow, and let's see where we end up. Standing in mountain pose. Feel free to have a little sit first. I definitely need one. Find Tadasana. I'm going to start with our chair pose as well. So shoulders back and down, lengthen through the crown of the head. And on the next exhale, take your fingertips down to your heels. Inhale, lift up for Utkatasana. Exhale, fold forward to Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Hands come down into plank and hold your plank. Inhale here. Exhale, right hand comes in and come into your side plank. Open the body. This time, exhale, bring your left leg out in front of you and push up through the hands. Nice, breathe here. But on the exhale, we're going to take our right hip all the way down to the mat. Finding yourself in this little twist, holding onto your left knee, straighten your spine, landing both your hips on the mat. Lengthen here. Exhale, twist to your left, holding onto your right knee with your arm or your hand. Nice little hip twist, back twist here. Wasn't so hard, was it? It's quite a nice transition. Exhale, come back. Take your right hand down and lift back up into that side plank. Take your left arm over your ear. This time, left leg if you can, take it up and open up into a side plank. That took a lot of balance there. Push the hips up. If this is too much on your wrist, you can come to your elbow. Take the left foot behind you. Drop it behind you and lift the hips up into wild thing, or walk the right foot in for a bridge and lift up this way. It feels very nice on the back. So you can kind of keep that right leg extended or walk it in under your knee and lift here. When you're ready, pivot back to a full plank, taking the left hand down, coming into your full plank. Set back up and come into Chaturanga. Modify where you need. Inhale for upward facing dog. Downward dog, exhale. Nice, bring the feet together. Inhale, raise the right leg up and bring it through to Virabhadrasana 1, keeping the back heel lifted for high lunge. Exhale, take the hands behind you for arrowhead pose, wanting to lengthen all the way from the heel up through the top of the head as you look forward. Feeling that strength of the quad and the knee support you, and find your focus point ahead of you coming into Warrior 3. Inhale first. Exhale, jumping or stepping up, raising the left leg off the floor in your Warrior 3. Squaring the foot, toes pointing down to the mat, hip points pointing down to your mat. Coming at a 90-degree angle in the body. And to make it a bit more intense, take your arms above your head, using your core, engagement of your pelvic floor. Breathe. Exhale, hands to your heart center and bend the front knee, taking the left toes behind you. Nice work. I saw that, Paul. That was really good. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, Chaturanga. Oh yeah, there's my glutes. Inhale, upward facing dog. Downward dog, feet coming together. This time, coming into full plank, inhale. Left hand coming underneath your chest. Roll onto the outer edge of the left foot. Side plank. Right leg coming out in front of you. Lift up through the hips. Breathe here. Inhaling. And on the exhale, lower the hips down to the mat for our gentle twist. Oh, nice. Left hand coming around the knee as you twist to your right. Feels good. It's almost like we're wringing out the body a little bit. Breathe. Exhale, untwist, taking the left hand down to the mat. Pushing up with the strength of our right foot, finding our funky side plank. Extend the right arm over your ear. And then carefully balance, squeeze with your pelvic floor to support you as you come into that lifted side plank. Right leg is up off your foot if you wish. Take the right foot behind you for wild thing, or like a bridge, bringing that left foot in, lifting the hips. You can try both. Extending the legs, see what that feels like. Looking to the mat, take the right hand down to the floor as you pivot into your full plank. Nice and slow. And exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Downward dog, exhale. Bring the feet together. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, bring it through to your full lunge. And inhale for warrior one. Coming into arrowhead, leaning forward, creating length through the spine. Top of your head is in line with your heel at that 45-degree angle. Inhaling here. Exhale, lift up into warrior three. Balancing. Right toes pointing down to the mat. Hip bones parallel with the top of your mat there. Squeeze your pelvic floor, use your core. 90-degree angle with the body. And then take your hands out above your head if you wish. Feel the strength of your left hip working. And then take your hands to your heart center. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bending the front knee. Take the right foot down behind you. Lift up, Vira one. Nice work. Exhale, chaturanga or downward facing dog. Well done, guys. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog for 3 breaths. Inhale. And exhale, push back. Inhaling. And exhale. Inhale, prepare, look forward. Exhale, step, jump, or hop the feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bending the knees, sitting in your chair. Inhale for Utkatasana. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Take a few breaths here. Rolling the shoulders a bit. Rolling out the neck. Feel free to have a drink or a wipe. Oh. Okay. I'm trying to decide where we should go. So I'm just going to preempt it because we will move a little faster through the flow. So after we are in warrior 3, we're going to come to this pose. We're going to bring our leg forward, kicking it out in front and adding in our tree as we've done before, like this. We'll be coming back to our warrior 3 and bringing it back into warrior 1. Keeping as well as all the really cool core side planks. So at least you know there's a Vrikshasana thrown in. Hopefully I remember it all. Let's see how we go. Coming back to the front, guys. Standing in your mountain. We're going to add in a few twists in our chair pose. Get those glutes and quads working and burning if they aren't already. Let all your air out. Inhale deeply, Tadasana. Exhale, sinking into your chair. Nice. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, hands to heart center in your chair pose. Good. Inhale here, lengthen through the top of the head, squeezing your thighs towards each other. And on the exhale, take your right elbow over the left knee. Twisting here. Great. Try and lift your torso rather than collapse it down on your knees. On your next exhale, come back to center. Inhale here. Exhale to the other side, left elbow over the right knee, looking over your right shoulder. Inhale here. Exhale back to center. Good. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Getting ready for our plank. Exhale, place your hands and step back into plank, holding it here. Inhale, right hand comes to center. Exhale for side plank. Inhale, lift the arm. Exhale, stretch it over your left ear, creating length, and raise the left leg up. This time, take your left knee to your left elbow. Squeeze. Oh my goodness. Inhale, lengthen the leg. Exhale, squeeze it again if you can. You don't have to do this. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lengthen. And take the leg behind you. Lift up into wild thing. Or bring that knee in to lift the pelvis a little more into more back extension. Oh yeah. Look towards the ground. Take the right leg out straight and pivot into full plank. Oh yeah. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale here. Exhale, coming into your full plank. Bringing the left hand into center, rolling out onto the left side of your foot, and taking that arm above your head, over your ear. Lift the hips. If it feels good, you can take your right foot in front of you. Find your choice. On the exhale, lift that right leg up off your foot if you can. Inhaling. Exhale, knee to elbow, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Good, 2 more. Exhale, crunch. Inhale. Exhale, crunch. Inhale. And then look to the ground, pivot back into your full plank. Inhale first. Exhale, chaturanga. Nice work. Inhale, push up. Downward dog. Exhale, feet come together. We're going to come off our arms soon. Raise the right leg. Inhale. Exhale, step it through to full lunge. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, arrowhead. You've got this. Inhale, lift up into warrior 3. Take your arms above your head. Exhale, come to a full 90-degree angle. Good. Inhale, bring your hands to your heart center. And carefully balance. Exhale, left knee comes out in front of you. Good. Exhale, kick the left foot out straight. Inhale here, lift the heel. Exhale, bring it into Vrikshasana. That left foot squeezing to the inner thigh. Lift the torso, hands to your hips. Balance here. Take a few breaths. Mula Bandha engagement, guys. 100% exercise. Squeeze it there. Lengthen the right leg. Take it to 50% hold. Concentrate. 25%. Holding that 25%. Inhale, lift your branches tall to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Do it again. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Balancing. Inhale, lift those branches. Exhale, bringing your hands to heart center and take the left leg back behind you. Warrior 3. Good. Inhale here. Bend the front knee. Take the foot down to the mat. Warrior 1. Inhale, lift. Yes. Exhale, chaturanga or downward facing dog. Nice work. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, downward dog. Feet come together. Left side. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, bring it through to your lunge. Inhale, lift the torso, warrior 1. Exhale, arrowhead. Prepare, inhale here. And exhale, lift up for warrior three. Your hands coming out above your head if you can. Squaring off the feet, 90-degree angle in the body. Inhaling, lengthen. And then exhale, bring your hands to your heart center and take the right leg bent out in front of you. Inhale here. And exhale, kick that leg out in front. Woo! Inhale, lift the heel up. Exhale, bring it into Vrikshasana. Right leg, right foot coming to the inner thigh, hands to hips. Inhale, lengthen for Vrikshasana. And on the exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Keep that left leg engaged. Take a few breaths. Let's focus on our Mula Bandha. On your next exhale, squeeze for 100%. Good. To 50%. 25%. And as you hold that 25%, gently inhale, breathe in, lift the hands up, branches tall. Exhale, hands coming down to your heart center. Beautiful. Inhale, lift your branches. Exhale, back down to Namaste. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Good, prepare. Take the right leg on your next exhale out behind you for warrior three. Inhale here, lengthen the posture. Exhale, bend the front knee, take the right foot down. And inhale, lift up for warrior one. Well done, guys. Beautiful stance. Chaturanga when you're ready, exhale, or downward dog. Inhale for Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. 3 beautiful breaths. Inhale. Exhale, pushing back, external rotation, open those jaws. Inhale. And exhale. Bending the knees, look forward, prepare. Inhale deeply. Exhale, step, jump, or hop the feet forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Bending the knees in your chair. Inhale for Utkatasana. Exhale, coming into Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale. And exhale, soften the body. Breathing in. And breathing out. Take it in. Bring your hands to your heart. Closing your eyes here. Just use this moment to connect in. Come back to your old friend, yourself. Just you with your breath, your mind, and your body. Your forever friend. And when you feel ready, gently open your eyes. Take yourself down onto your mat, onto your bottom. Feel free to have a drink or a wipe. Oh, well done, guys. That was beautiful flow. I only see you small, but it's so nice when we land back in Virabhadrasana. And I see everyone's foot land and there's like people adjusting and then you find your asana. It's just those moments. I miss them in person. Hopefully one day we can all practice together live because it's so nice to land together. I feel like my Zoom windows just don't do it justice. So it's really nice. Thanks for your energy, guys. It's really cool to connect in. Okay, well, we're not done. We're going to do a bit of a yin pose, holding that pose a little longer, and then coming into Shavasana. So I invite you to turn some lights off if that feels good, just coming into a darker place. I mean, it looks pretty dark in your place, Paul. I think you're in a little dark corner there. man cave. But feel free to just shut that down for yourself and give this evening time to you. Yeah, there was some light flicks there, or pitch black. And if you do pass out and fall asleep, you're so welcome to. I'm a little jealous if you do. So when you're ready, let's gently guide ourselves down onto our backs. Feeling comfortable, shoulder blades are flat on your mat. And just draw your knees into your chest. Taking your knees in your hands, just spiral your legs around in your hip joint. Going in one direction like a frog. Creating some mobility there. And then change direction. If you've got pain in any of this circular motion, acknowledge it. Could be so many reasons, but just be really gentle in your rotations and use your breath to tell the nervous system to just chill out. Sometimes past injuries kind of trigger that inflammation spot in your body. Try and makes you too cautious. So just be gentle. And then lift your feet up towards the ceiling for happy baby. Take the outer edges of your feet in your hands and just rock from side to side, rolling your lower back or your tailbone on the mat, the floor. Just kind of feeling that weight roll over your spine and onto the sides of your back. Just like a little baby. Take some careful, calm breaths for yourself. And then take your feet down to the mat, cactus the arms. Take your knees over to the left, keeping your shoulders plugged into the mat. I guess your feet are hip width apart, maybe a little wider than hip width. And then drop the knees over to the left and try and push that right knee down towards the ground, lifting that right hip up slightly, getting a little stretch in the twist. And then swapping them over to the other side, pushing that left knee down towards the ground. Coming back to center, swapping over. And this is a great exercise my physio taught me for my quads. Especially if you're a runner, this is awesome. Take the left foot and the flat part of your heel before your ankle comes on top of the outer edge of your right knee. So there's a bit of weight pressing down. Same motion, pushing both legs down towards the ground, but with the push of that outer left heel, pull and lengthen through the legs. And if you can go more intense with the pose, that right foot on the floor comes closer towards your glute. So more of a quad stretch. Oh, there it is. So that right heel, like you're pulling into a quad, comes closer to your glute. Oh yeah, feel that stretch. Shoulders staying on the mat. And just breathe here. And this is where we hold for about 1.5 minutes. So feel free to close your eyes as you give into that stretch from your hip down your quads to your knee. If this is too intense, then you don't have to push with your left heel. Just let your legs flop. Slide out with your mouth and maybe push a little harder if that feels safe. Nice. Your knees don't have to touch the ground. Breathing deeply. Again, noticing that full breath expanding all the way through the ribs, through the back of your ribs. And on the next inhale, release the left foot off your knee and gently bring your feet back to being flat on your mat. Straighten your right leg up to the ceiling. Woo! Maybe even give your knee a little massage or a little stroke if that feels intense for you, like it did for me. Oh, very sore spot there. And take the outer edge of the right foot onto the left thigh above your knee. Keep your shoulders flat and draw your left thigh towards your chest, stretching through your right glute. Oh, good one. Breathe here. Relaxing the shoulders as you exhale. Your next exhale, take your left foot down and take the right foot down. Cactus the arms again, palms face down, out from your sides. Hips, feet a little wider than your hips, and drop the knees over to the right. Scooting that left foot closer to your glute, if that feels okay. And take the outer edge of the right heel on top of the outer edge of that left knee. And pulling it over. Just rearrange your legs so you don't have pain. Drawing that left heel closer if you can't feel the quad stretch. Shoulders plugged into the mat. And just breathe here, about 1.5 minutes. On your next inhale, release the right foot off the knee. Take that left foot down a little as you unpuzzle yourself, lifting your knees back up, feet are on the mat. Lengthen the left leg, take your time. Give your thigh a little stroke there, letting the twist unravel. Sometimes I think it helps, patting your leg, rubbing your knee, kind of squeezing the thigh with your thumbs, getting that flow back into the muscles there. And the outer edge of the right foot comes on top of your thigh behind your knee. Again, plug your shoulders into the mat. Exhale, draw your right thigh towards your chest, holding onto the back of the leg. Oh, such a good one. I think I say that every time. Such a good one. It feels nice to kind of rock a little from side to side. Find it opens my hip a little more. You do you. How you feel. Check in. What do you notice between this side and the other? Or how do you feel now compared to when we began the practice? I kind of can't stop smiling. Feels so good. So good, so nourished. And on your next exhale, release the stretch, taking your legs straight out away from your body. Inhale, lift your hands above your head. Pull your toes away from your hands, pointing them away, lengthening through the body. Breathe in. And then exhale, relax everything. Coming into Shavasana. Taking your feet wider than your hips and letting them flop. And taking your arms out by your sides, palms face up. Position your back and your shoulders to get comfy. Closing your eyes here. Sighing it out through the mouth and feeling your body melting, relaxing, flopping down into this beautiful relaxation for yourself. That word unravel just comes into my mind on a Wednesday night. It's time to unravel. Just be here now. Just drifting off with your breath as you exhale. Letting go of all muscle engagement. Letting the mind wander. And just being here. Invite you to come out of this Shavasana with me by bringing your left hand to your heart and your right hand to your diaphragm, just to that soft pocket between your ribs at the bottom of your chest. And as you inhale, feel your chest and your belly expand. As you exhale, feel everything decrease. We're going to do a little bit of concentrated breath here to awaken the body. We're going to imagine that our breath is like a wave rippling bottom up on the inhale, where we'll expand the belly first and then the rib cage with the lungs coming to the top of the breath. And on the exhale, we'll reverse the breath, rippling it out, letting the chest decrease first and then letting the belly decrease after. So that little bit of breath control here through that wave of inhale and exhale. So in your next exhale, let all the air out, pause at the bottom, and I'll guide our breath. Inhale with me, feeling your diaphragm expand, then your chest expanding with the breath, right to the top, and out through the mouth, slowly sigh it out, feeling your chest decreasing first, and then your belly decreasing, dissolving into the mat. Inhale, belly rising, chest expanding, and exhale, chest decreasing, then belly decreasing. Rippling wave of breath. Inhale, belly, chest. Exhale, chest, then belly. Last one, inhale, belly, chest. Exhale, chest, then belly. Let go of the control. Release the hands down to the mat. And on your next inhale, slide them above your head, creating a little more stretch here. Maybe even a yawn with your body. Maybe your body and your breath is yawning. Oh, so nice. Maybe opening your eyes here as you look up to your dark room. Coming back to earth, back to this space, your room. And take your weight over to one side of the body. Just allowing yourself to come back in. And gently pull yourself up to a seated position. Nice and slow. Let's see if Paul's awake. I see movement at the station. So good. I thought you were gone. I thought you'd be out. You might be like, stay awake, stay awake. Gently, if your legs are crossed the same way as the beginning, switch them over. Allow the brain to have a little moment to feel, oh, what just happened? Holding onto your knees, pull your chest forward like it's a cow, stretch like you're mooing. Shoulders coming down away from the ears. And exhale, rounding the spine, hollowing the chest like a cat stretch. Oh, there's my back. Inhale for a seated cow. Pulling forward on the knees. And then exhale, round the spine, cat stretch, tuck the chin. Last one, inhale for cow. It's like waves at the beach, right? Inhale. Exhale, waves going out to shore. Rounding the shoulders. Inhale, come back to neutral spine, sitting tall. Bring your hands to your heart center and gently bow your head. Honoring this practice from India, this tradition, this journey of connection and awareness. To live more consciously and to live as you are with yourself, like an old friend. Namaste. Have a beautiful week, guys. Thanks for joining me.